Buying a pre-owned vehicle from an online
Welcome back to the
company
Renegade Report. This is Kenny Calvin. Sorry for the delayed reaction. I had a little sound in my ear, but I am joined with Kamron Willman and Frankie Villasenor. How you doing, gentlemen?
Doing good. We doing good. How you doing, Kenny?
Doing good, man. It's great to have some one-on-one time with y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so starting with Frankie, where you from?
Oh, I'm from Oxnard, California.
Oxnard. Nice. What school did you go to out there?
I went to Pacifica High School, and then after that, I went to Ventura College for 1 year.
Nice. Well, not nice VC. We hate those dudes, man. Boo. No, but well, I'm glad you found your way to the real 805, even though it's still 661 or whatever they call it. It's the real 805. You tell all those boys out there, this is the real 805. All right.
The champions are made.
All right. So Frankie, I had an opportunity to watch you play last year. Very, very exciting to watch your output, but more than anything, excited to have you back, man.
Yeah.
Excited to have you back. So Cam, where you from? Tell the world.
Yeah, so I'm a Bakersfield kid. I grew up here. I went to Ridgeview High School, and this would be my 3rd year at BC, so we're ready to get going.
Absolutely, man. And I always joke with you, man, because when I'm doing games, I'll say, Cam, the son of my man, Sleazy E. Willman, because your dad was my guy. Your Uncle G was my guy.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite people in the world.
Yeah.
We grew up in a realm where, it was a melting pot of people who came together. Even your mom too. I went to school with your mom and your aunt Princess as well.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of family dynamics and connections, and that's the beautiful thing about me being able to sit in this seat and watch your growth is because I've known you since you were a baby. I remember seeing baby pictures when you were born and watching the development between you and your brother. So I'm proud of you guys, man.
Appreciate that, Kenny.
Got you. So let's talk about season expectations for you this year, Frankie. I know you were joined by Ortiz and a few other pitchers last year. What are you looking forward to from a standpoint of what you bring to the table for the team?
For me and Coach P already talked about my role pretty much, and he could either be starting or in the bullpen or however he needs me, but at the end of the day, we just got to get it done.
Absolutely. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about being a pitcher because you can go a whole game. You go 7 innings without any run and then be called on to save the team, so you have to be just as engaged, right?
Yeah. We have a good pitching staff this year.
Absolutely.
We have a great team this year. We just, at the end of the day, we just got to get it done,
Absolutely.
But we have the tools. We just
A lot of potential.
Yeah.
A lot of potential.
Definitely a lot of potential. I talked about 2 years ago with Coach. One of the things I talked about was how frustrating it was for me being in the press box to see us not finish games that we were in. Like 2 years ago, that was the microcosm of our season, right?
Yeah, that was the main problem right there.
Yeah. Like we would be playing well and just wouldn't be able to find a way to finish games. Last year though, y'all turned that all the way around. And it was very impressive. Your brother played well. You were out, of course. And I'm glad Coach alluded to why you were out because there were times when I would show up to sub. And I wouldn't know why you were out, and I wasn't going to ask a lot of questions because, we like to allow players to have privacy, when they're dealing with certain injuries and also not disclosing what injuries or illnesses kept them from playing to prevent future teams from having a leg up on us as well. So I'm excited to see you back, man.
I'm excited to be back.
Absolutely. So what position you playing right now?
Shortstop, wherever Coach puts me at, but mainly shortstop this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So let's talk about leadership. As a former team captain, former coach, one of the things that we look forward to in the beginning, in preseason, is sophomore leadership.
Yeah.
How does it feel to you to be back as a third-year guy and have this leadership opportunity?
Well, I use that as, motivation for my guys. Like, hey, I've been through this, so even if you don't believe everything I say, like, my experiences, like, should show for itself. Like, if I got to let you're doing something wrong, you need to do this right. Our teammates really respect us, and my bad. They go off of what we say and how we feed them and stuff like that. So it's just a good group. Leadership roles, like, it's not just one guy at the head. Like, we have a really good group of older guys, so our younger guys kind of, like, gravitate and levitate to them, and that's just something we want to build off of.
I agree. It's one of the things that I talked to Coach about when I would show up to the stadium to help out.
Yeah.
it was just the professionalism. You guys were like a machine. You know, you getting out there, getting the tarps off the field. You know, when rain's coming, getting it back out there.
Yeah.
You know, more than anything, when the tough games, when we got delays, you guys are still keeping that morale up. You know, one of the things I didn't get to talk to Coach about was y'all playlist.
Oh,
who is responsible? Who is responsible for this playlist, man? Because y'all playlist is all over the place. It's pretty lively. I will say that though.
No, it got a whole bunch of genres. I mean, we try to keep it even kill. Like we gotta have the country in there.
Yeah, man. I'll say this. Some of those country songs are nothing but reheated R&B and hip hop songs, man. I was listening to some of those country songs, man. I was like, hey, who wrote this, man? I was like, hold on, man. My man talking about his girl just left, cheated. You know, he got his truck, somebody else truck in the driveway. This is nothing but rapping hip hop on a different beat.
On a different beat,
right?
Yeah. we got to address this problem, Coach B. We have to address this right now.
I swear, you know, I work in sports music and film as well. You know, I work in Hollywood as well. I'm an actor in a couple films. So musically, when I'm announcing, I always try to gauge it to the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, but when I showed up to you guys, the phone's already up there, and it's Coach P's phone. You know what I mean? So I'm like, wow, Coach, you got an amazing playlist, man. Like, you know, I was impressed, man. Even with the country.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We got the good country, and then we got to throw in some Michael Jackson, you know, stuff like that. Just keep it.
Absolutely,
keep it cool.
absolutely. So keeping it with the music theme, because you know, even though this is Renegade Sports, we like to talk about what puts us in the mode of being the best we could be. So, Frankie, pregame music. What you going with?
Some Young Thug by far.
Huh?
Some Young Thug in my ears.
Thuggin'? Oh my goodness, we got Young Thuggin' fans. Okay, what's your favorite? What's your favorite Young Thug track?
Bartender 6, my favorite.
Okay, all right.
I'll go with that one.
You know what? I got love for Thug, and my favorite Thug material will be the album he had with Rich Homie Quan, that Rich Gang album. Yeah. That's probably my favorite album. All right, Cam. Yeah. Pre-game music. What you going with?
So I don't know. I'm really like an old school guy, so I listen to like some Ray Charles or like some Luther Vandross. You know what I'm saying? Like some Marvin Gaye. I like to just slow it down before games.
He's smooth like that. Cam's smooth like
what?
that.
No, what? I see Cam smooth like that. I see it. Even though you got your Renegade Red Zone, I can see you pulling some R&B licks.
Oh yeah.
You know,
get
a little S curl juice in there and get the shine up. You know what? Sleazy. After baseball career is over, I'm signing Cam to his first R&B record deal. I can handle all the imagery. Don't even worry about nothing. Yeah. I'll get the writers and everything. So a little Ray Charles, that's smooth, you know what I'm man.
Yeah.
That's smooth. You know what? You guys have always been individuals, unique. And one of the things I like about family, period, is the fact that how we were raised, we don't identify with the status quo.
Nah.
You know, and Frankie, you know, I know you're from Oxnard. We got family in Oxnard as well, and they'll identify as well. Yeah. One of the things that are going to make you guys the best you can be is not being afraid to be the individual you need to be successful. Because I'll tell you what, I'm one of the weirdest cats going. You know, but more than anything, even back in the days when I was growing up through this gang environment, they used to call me Funny Style Cuz. That was my nickname because I had the flat top. You know, I grew up in the same neighborhood. I did everything that y'all doing, but different mentality from the aspect that I know I want more out of my life than what I see in front of me, right? You know, so Frankie, just talking about future expectations. I know we just talking about the season and what's to come, but what are some future aspirations for you as a man? Let alone a player. Yes.
Just like being a sophomore on this team, I like to give a lot of experience out.
Okay.
I feel like I have a lot of experience in these guys, and like how we would talk to these guys before, like the more we win, the more opportunities we get, and the more opportunities we get, the more likely we could be successful in other different ways. You know?
Absolutely.
So that's one thing. Try to express myself more as a man.
There you go.
Probably put others first, or not others first, but others more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely understand, man, and I get that because more than anything, me and Coach just talked about it. We love the game. We love athletics. Yep. It gives us an opportunity to provide entertainment, but one day we play our last game, and what kind of person do we want to be when that journey's over? So thanks for that, man. Yeah. So Cam, let's talk about you, future aspirations, man. I know you got a lot of them.
I mean, just one big thing for me, like all the good that I'm about and I do, like I just want that to be able to go with other kids, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Not just kids my age, just anybody. Like I want to help people, like I want to positively impact them in certain ways, and just doing that and using myself as an example, like other people will try to follow as well.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Y'all already doing that.
Sir.
You know, I've had an opportunity to be around y'all and be a fly on the wall. I love the character that y'all have. But more than anything, one thing that people and players need to be conscious of when you wear these Renegade Reds, more people know you than you think.
Yeah.
And you can be somewhere and not even know that people are in the building that know who you are. Just like Coach threw me off. He's like, man, I remember watching you play. I'm like, for real? You know, I mean, because you never think that people remember you in that light. But, you know, the impact that you have while you're wearing this Renegade Red is going to follow you for the next 24 years.
No doubt.
I finished playing as a sophomore in 1996. That's 22 years ago since I was a Renegade, but to have Coach still reflect on those memories, that example serves importance, right? Well, guys, I gotta tell y'all, I appreciate y'all. I can't wait to watch y'all play. Tell Steve Lentz to take some days off so I can get the announcing duties.
No, I will do. Appreciate it, Kenny, man. Thanks for having us.
Hey, I'll see y'all soon, man, and tell Big Bro. Or,
I will.
Who was born first?
I was.
All right,
that's
you
Lil
Big Bro.
Bro.
All right,
that's Lil Big Bro,
Lil,
but still.
All right, tell Lil Big Bro I said congratulations on the Campbell opportunity,
Yes,
and we
sir.
can't wait to hear what he's doing out there.
Appreciate
All right?
it, Kenny.
All right, hey, we'll be right back with more of BC Baseball right after this break.
Yes, sir.